Hello everyone, my name is Archish Mandre. So I will be hosting this event, and our speaker is Praveen Kumar Purushottam sir. So everybody has created potential, and from the moment you can express this creative potential, you can start changing the world. Of this thought, Codate and Befikra have collaborated to bring up this massive event known as I2C2 Ideathon. So, welcome everyone to the I2C2 Ideathon inaugural session. I2C2, Ideate, Innovate, Code, Compete is an ideathon. An ideathon is a short, intensive workshop like experience for students to address some of the most pressing challenges of our time. Participants work individually and use design thinking and innovative learning practices to ideate and collaborate on possible solutions. So, by this thought, I would like to call upon today's event's first speaker, Mr. Kumar Purushottam, who is an Associate Director of Engineering, Careers Mentor, React Specialist, and a full-stack JS developer. Sir, over to you.
Hey, thank you so much for such a nice, awesome intro. So, hey everyone, my name is Praveen Kumar Purushottaman. So, by the way, I'm originally from Chennai, India, currently living and working in London for one of the top 3 credit tech agencies of the world. Not top 3, it's the only 3. And I'm a full stack JavaScript specialist. And obviously, there are like so many problems happening in all our world, whether it is in our home or whether it is in the office. You've got a lot of problems to solve. Anything and everything can have a solution, an n number of solution. And here we have got a lot of things about hackathons and ideathons. So we'll be looking at a lot of crazy things from my experience. And after that, I'm gonna give the stage to other people so that they can shed their cool things, like their obviously they have got their own experiences and other things. So that would be much more valuable. And I want this to be an interactive session. So let's keep it super interactive and let's do something really cool. And without further delay, do check out all the links that I have posted in the chat. So I believe everyone will be able to see this. So coming back to the stuff, so we have got a couple of things that I wanted to discuss. So how are you going to approach the problem? How are you going to take the hackathon, the ideathon, etc.? So there are a few things that I wanted to discuss with, and at the end we will be having a couple of nice developer tools, the developer roadmaps, etc., which will help a lot of people. And that's the whole idea about the whole meet. And I hope this will give some kind of an idea of like how you can take over the whole, make it better to win the whole thing. So I will try to be as slow as possible in explaining things, and then we will go by that way. And obviously, with respect to I2C2, I do appreciate that a lot of people will be having a lot of questions to ask. There are people here, Archisman, there are like so many co-hosts are here. So Archisman, Krupesh, Sahil, Soumik, and they will be able to guide you on the process of the event itself. So that's something which I wanted to say in quick. And yes, cool. So coming back to what we are working on. So let's look into the problem solving abilities, and then let's go on for the other stuff. So basically, whenever you're going for a ideathon or something like a problem, like a hackathon kind of a thing, let me spotlight here. And the fun part is take it as a team. So first thing, you need to make sure you have a team. The team should have a lot of you need to plan for getting a team as well. So the thing is, whenever you go with a team that has got almost all these things. Generally, there was a thumb rule when I usually go to the hackathons: don't sit with your friends, with the people you already know, or if you have people who are good in almost all the different like different genres, then in that case you need to find out, okay, this is the person who is working with design. There is this person who is having got zero clue about any coding or anything, but they want to work with you. So those people they can technically be in the leadership roles and something like that. So these are a couple of things that I would say it is better to have a team that is varied. And the next thing is about collaboration. So whenever you are in a team, just make sure that you are collaborating perfectly. So that is the first thing that you need to work on, because with collaboration and teamwork, it is gonna work out very well. So go check that out. And apart from these things, the execution phase, then validation, and then the presentation. So basically, a lot of people will have the issues in presentation. So make sure someone who is happy about outspoken and stuff like that, they are able to go ahead and present things. So that is one of the main things that you should be aware of. And with the respect to execution and validation, there is this cool process called build, break, and repeat. So don't break something really crucial in these cases. Like, for example, not physical breaking I'm talking about, but even codes they can break. So what about which code could break us? There is like, you might mess up with the whole architecture stuff. So just make sure that you don't mess up big time, but build, break, and then recreate, repeat everything so that you will be something like that. And choose your teammates properly. That is one thing which I wanted to say. And there is something which people have been asking me about. What are all the ways to solve a problem, or like ideate, get an idea, etc. So the first thing is you need to have a clear definition of the problem. For example, you have to get the idea about the problem as clearly as possible. So for example, you want to, let's say there is a the most recent cause for which all the hackathons are happening right now is the climate control, the climate awareness, global warming, etc. Fine. The problem is clear. We have a global warming issue, but what exactly are you planning to solve? Is it an app that you are going to build which measures the CO2 emission, or is it the app that it is going to be about an awareness or app or something like that? So this is something which you should be more aware of, like what you need to do, etc., and look into those things. So that's identification and definition of a problem. The next thing is try to find the possible solutions that can be happening in this case, because one problem can have multiple solutions to solve, and try to list at least 10 to 15 different solutions and get the input from all your team members. Teamwork, together everyone can achieve more. That's what team members say, right? So at least 10 to 15 solutions for a problem. And then at this point, be very creative. Forget about the quality of the solution. You have to be creative. So when you talk about hackathons, it's all about hack jobs, right? And an idea can be at the very nascent stage. It can be just a rough idea. So make sure you got something really, really creative that captures the eyes of the people, judges, and possibly get it viral as well. And the fun part is, if you allow yourself to be creative, you may also come up with some solutions that you would have never even thought about. Like, for example, there are a lot of places this might have happened. So actually, we could, based on what Rishabh said, we could actually can have a team building event as well, which is actually cool. So I believe Krupesh or Archisman, we're running out of one co-host. I don't know where he went. Okay, I got him. So yeah, so Archisman, so tell us if there is any team building event that can be made possible so that it can we can get people the right teams or something like that.
Well, as of now, we haven't planned such any events right now, but we'll surely think about it. We'll surely.
This is one
That's
of
a
the
very good
ideas.
idea.
This is a great idea from the audience. So I'll just do this thing. So that's one of the best ideas. And then there is another thing is evaluate the alternatives as well. For example, let's say you have got one solution, two solutions, 10 solutions, or maybe even 15 solutions. What if all these solutions screw up? You have got already plan A, B, C up to 15. Try to have alternates for each plan as well. And then finally, once you have evaluated every single thing, decide on one single solution. So here is where you go into the nuts and bolts, because I have failed a lot of hackathons. From my experience, what you need to do is specify who will take action. So if something is, you need to give the responsibilities for each people. Who is going to take the action? How will the solution be implemented? When the solution should be implemented. So the timings will be very important, because almost all the hackathons will be like 48 hours, in 48, etc., right? Okay, so Vansh has got a question, which is like the basic question: which idea you should be registering for? This could be like most probably a personal choice. So think about what are all the options that you have personally. Like, for example, if you ask me, there are so many domains out there. I would probably choose something related to fintech, health, something like that. So it depends on each person, how much information that you have got and how much information you can get from others. So that is something. And other questions, yes. Oh, by the way, for those people who are, I remember your name, Mohammed. Okay, fine. Anyway, so I'm also an MLH coach. So I'm into hackathons and other things. So ask your questions on those things as well, and we will take up all the questions at the end. So decide on the solution. So make sure you specify who will take the action, what kind of solution will be implemented, what times, like specify your times, because you just have 48 hours or something like that for this ideathon, whatever the timings. I believe these co-hosts will know. And then finally, implement the solution as planned. Once you have done the solution implementation, the next thing that you need to do is you have to evaluate how effective the solution was, whether you need to keep revising the existing thing, like whatever you have done. So the main reason why I'm keeping these things very generic is it is so each and every one have got different domains, and the solutions might be totally different for each of them. So that's the main reason I have kept everything very generic. So any specific questions, I'm happy to answer. And judging side of things. So I'm not sure if I should say these things, but yeah, I guess I can ask Archisman quickly a question. So should we also say how things will be evaluated in a generic way so that they will be prepared?
Okay, so well, in a generic way, what I can, well,
I can tell,
for this,
I'll tell from the previous experiences of my judging. I'm not a judge here, right? I'm pretty sure I'm not a judge, right? So what I would be saying is not this exact thing what these people will be doing. So I'm going to tell from my previous experience. Is that all right? Okay, cool. So basically,
my mic.
whether you or not, should we not?
You continue. My mic is disturbing a bit.
Okay, come on. So my question was, should I spill a bit of beans about how the judging process will be, or should I not?
Yeah, sure.
It's going to be generic, not something specific to this event. So whatever I have done previously as a judge, I'll be telling about those things. So the very first thing that we will be looking at is, does your idea have a business value? So first things first, will this thing sell? So it's all about making money, right? So you get an idea, and then all these things that people will be interested in is how good it is going to be, and find the solution to it. Sorry, I'm just looking at my DMs as well. So a lot of, I'm so sorry. So, okay, yeah. So a lot of messages have come up. I have to look at it. Okay, cool. So will this sell? Will this thing sell? While everything you are not going to look at in the money-minded value, one of the major things that people look at is how much business value, business impact it has got. Next thing is like, will it make any good impact, a positive impact? For example, yes, there are like so many applications right now which makes a huge impact. For example, I'm in London, so I'm just gonna tell one app here, or else let's leave London. Let's talk about India. You have Swiggy app. How much impact it has got given to all us developers. All you need to do is take a mobile application, just tap in a few things, enter your address, you're getting the food delivered here, right? Zomato and Swiggy. So that is indeed a huge idea which has got a huge impact. But at the same time, a copycat idea doesn't impress anyone. So that is one of the most key criteria when judging a hackathon comes down. And whether it is a hackathon, an ideathon, how original the idea is, how novel the idea is. It doesn't need to be the next Microsoft or Google, but it should be certainly impressing. That is something which we should be looking at. And what about the other thing that people generally look at is, how realistic is this? So you have an idea, you could say that, okay, I have got this HTML program. There is no HTML program. HTML program that can launch rockets. I mean, is that even is that even possible, realizable? That is the other thing. How practical is your idea? So make sure that whatever you do, try to back it up with the facts, that how are you going to make this practically possible. And one more thing is, this is something for us, like very crucially, we will look at, have the team innovated enough to build the product? Because this is, even though if you are having an idea that is already implemented, let's take Facebook as an example. My final year dissertation in the UK is a country, United Kingdom is a country where plagiarism is an academic crime offense. So something like, what if you steal someone's purse in the daylight and run away? How much impact does that offense make? It is the same amount of impact it takes if we do a plagiarized idea as a final year project or a dissertation. So in the UK, I created a project which is related to Facebook. It's similar to Facebook, but there are a couple of things. But even though if it is not an original idea, there is something that an innovation factor is there. So make sure that you have put a lot of innovativeness in that. Oh yeah, it is similar to Zomato, but it has got this cool feature that makes it stand apart from Zomato. Those kind of things, actually it works. So, oh yes, that is true. Mohammed, yes, I could see this.
Well, for the team building part, like they can join the Discord communities.
All right.
Like they can just talk in there, and they will like to interact with each other also over there. So that's a good part of the story.
That's true. And one more thing is, like, how do you get a lot of nice ideas? That is something which people ask me a lot. So there is a cool answer for this. I know that I'm not sure how well you know about surveys and other things. The first thing is ask questions. Let it be me, let it be to other people in the Ideathon, or even the judges and hosts. So ask questions to them and try to be more curious, so that a lot of questions will make a lot of better outcomes and ideas. So, and write your ideas down. Try to have an idea book, so that a creative list of ideas will always help you at any time. The other thing is, like, there is something called as associative thinking. So thinking associatively means taking an idea in one context and joining it for other things. Like, for example, a lot of inventions right now, you know that, for example, the X-ray invention. Remember, like, you just have an X-ray, you just put it on top of your hand and you could see the bones, right? It was not meant to do that for that at all, but actually it has got a different reason why they made, but finally they came out with an X-ray device, which is really cool. So thinking associatively will help you in, like, okay, there is already an app for this, some other app for this. How do you join these two things together and bring up with a crazy outcome? And finally, make sure you test your ideas. So this is something which you need to do on the ground level, and then make sure you get some kind of like feedback from the users. Take surveys, take A/B testing, something like that, and try to have like real user acceptance testing. So speak to your friends. Hey, look at this. This is a link I wanted. This is my idea. Here's a link where you can try it out. So try it out and let me know what do you think about the idea. Like, ask questions to your friends, your family, etc. You could get more answers. The more, the merrier. Then there is like, you have got an idea. Now what you need to do? So most thing is, you have to keep on continuously improving the idea along with your friends, peers, and try something new. See if you can transform your ideas into career, because most of the times when I go to hackathons and try to talk to people, the next thing that happens is they all get into a better position. Like, they will be getting into a company that they will say that I did this as a hackathon project and I got a prize as well, or I did not get a prize, but I'm super proud of this particular product that I did, and here you go. So this is something which I wanted to tell. sometimes it can become a complete product as well. So this is something very cool. And these are a couple of things that I wanted to tell everyone, like about ideas and other things. And coming to the problem solving approach, there are a couple of things that you can do, which I would like to talk about in a bit detailed way. But before that, I wanted to answer any questions that are there. So I'm just going to quickly go through all these questions. It's going to be a huge number of questions. So there are like loads of questions that are in other languages other than English. So I'm not going to answer that because I don't know the meaning. And yes. So Vansh had actually asked the question, and Shiva Kumar said, I also have the doubt how to do this, but I'm not sure what exactly that one is. Topics ka thoda sa clear nahi ho pa raha. Okay, I don't even understand how to read that. So if someone can ask that, because that has been asked by a lot of people. And we have got other questions. All of you tell about your college. Okay, that is fine. Okay. Yes, Aditya. Oh, Aditya, I guess. Are you the Aditya? I need to make you a co-host. No, you're not.
No, he's not.
Yes, Aditya, what is it? Okay, I'm gonna ask you to unmute. Just go ahead and talk something.
Bro, I have one doubt. Should
Ask.
we do coding in Ideathon or in hackathon only? We should do code after finding the solution and evaluating.
Personally, what I would suggest is go ahead with first idea, evaluate the idea, make sure it is going to be working out. Then you start coding, because once you start coding, it is going to be an intensive task. I love coding. I would start even designing by coding things. So for me, a lot of times what happened is, after I code everything, what? I went to this level before doing this. I have to do this first. Okay, this doesn't even work. So these kind of scenarios come to me. So my humble opinion is, try to envision the whole thing, then start coding. Is my polite, like humble opinion. I would ask other people, Archisman, Krupesh, other people to answer this. Go ahead.
Then, yeah. Basically, what will we do in this Ideathon? Basically, what is planned?
Archisman.
So basically in Ideathon, we are just, it's like a hackathon. So we are giving the ideas and you guys will code it, give us a basic prototype. And the most, I guess, Krupesh, correct me if I'm wrong. So it's basically the idea building part. The more your idea good, the best your project will be. And
we have to
presentation
code it.
matters.
We have to code it.
Yeah.
We have to code.
Yeah, you have to code. You have to code. Like we need a basic prototype for your coding. Just giving the idea, then like we can give any ideas. But
bro, most of the times, make sure whatever you are trying to explain is going to be feasible, possible. So you cannot, like, as I mentioned, don't do something crazy like clicking on the button will launch the rocket or something like that. But if there is something that is possibly okay, this is the thing that we are planning to do, which involves the support of the web APIs, which get the output for the weather for next week, something like that, but which is possible, but you don't have the access to them. So you can mock those things. Like, for example, tomorrow is going to be sunny, tomorrow it's going to be 27 degrees or something like that. That is possible, that is allowed, that is fake, that is allowed, but not something like pressing it will do something huge, which is not even possible, something like that. Did you understand what I tried to say, Aditya?
Okay, I guess that.
Okay, I guess he is fine.
Yeah.
Right, cool. Other questions? Well, I need a team, front-end and back-end developer. Great. We need to do some kind of a team building event. So go ahead, do that.
So For that team building, I have already said ki, just go on the server, because we have a designated server like web developer and all the servers. So if you guys need anything, all the like-minded people are there. So just contact them, just tag everyone that we need a team. I need something like that. So guys, just interact with each other in the Discord.
So there is a question from Vansh Tyagi. I want to know what will be the basic idea in healthcare. Is it necessary to be an awareness related idea? Okay, personal opinion. If you take anything related to healthcare, if you are a IoT kind of a person, you have got this small watches that you can hack into and then get the details about it. And maybe based on that, you can give a information to the user that, hey, you are eating too much, shut up and go sleep, kind of a thing. But apart from that, yes, you can also do some health awareness things. These are the things that I can think of. Okay, I should not be idea thing. So Archisman, Krupesh, anything to say for this?
Well, nothing much to add, but yeah, that's all. It's like over here. That's nothing much to add over here.
Cool. And there are two more questions. One is like, do we have to choose problems ourselves?
Well, yes, you have to not choose problem answer. Krupesh, can you just answer your Aditya? The problem, I guess, innovation and the
Yes,
healthcare, the both topic.
the problems you can choose from yourself. That's why we have defined the theme, and then after you can look over the solution and research part over that. And once you are done with research, then you can ideate and build the web page and presentation.
Awesome, cool. The other question is, when we take part in such hackathon, what approach does judge are going to search or expect from us? I guess Anjali gave a clear idea of, as a judge, what I would do. I'm not a judge here, so that's the reason I had the freedom of telling what I would do and finding the solution to it for Vaishali. Hey, Aditya, finally he's here. Okay, so yes, that's exactly what I was trying to say. And otherwise, what all the question? Potential. Yes, potential is one of the things. What is the potential of the idea? Where can I find teams to join? Go to the Discord server. Yes, team building is going to be through Discord server, and the Discord link has also been given. Okay, this is a cool question, Mohammed. Are the judge fools? There are possibilities that judges will allow a bit of a leniency on those kind of things, because we know that not everyone will be as strict as someone or as free as someone. It doesn't definitely mean that they are fools, just that they are lenient on ideas, because this is not something like a huge thing that people are going to go and implement in the like a military time, wartime kind of a thing. It is going to be encourageable for a lot of people. Like discouraging people and canceling the ideas is not the main idea of judges. It is about like taking the best out of it. So even if you want to fool them, maybe, who knows, that could end up in a better idea. Like someone would love to do that. And as I mentioned, even if you are doing a copycat idea, if you are having innovation and adding more features, yes, your idea is win. So definitely that is not an answer. Like yeah. Oh no. Yeah, Mohammed is not like, he's not telling it in a wrong way. He's saying like, is that the way? Sorry, not a problem. Okay, cool. We can develop the feature in the app to detect one's face when they get it. But why do we need face detection? Okay, this is like implementation of the idea people are discussing, which is good. Coding in Ideathon, yes, definitely coding is required. That's what these people said. We have to submit idea in code form or how? Yeah, over to you both. What is the format of submission?
Format of
submission.
So
basically you have, yeah, that is more.
There you go. Sorry for the interruption.
Shall I go ahead? Okay.
Yeah.
So format of submission is you have to submit your GitHub repo link and that deployed link. Okay. So yeah, that both things you have to submit. And apart from that, there is a PPT also you will get the template of PPT over the website of I2C2 Ideathon registration as well. And we will even hover the same link over the WhatsApp group as well and over to your emails. Thank you.
Satvik Ghosh has got a great question. What will someone with not a very good technical knowledge in building app do? They can totally take care of the managing of projects. They can get more ideas, resources for the existing idea. If that person is really good in Googling skills, ask them to Google for some solutions, existing solutions, and build on top of it. Shit. I'm actually giving out some ideas. No. Otherwise, you can also work on the presentation. You can be the person who doesn't know to code, can actually be the face of your project and then talk to the judges, present, do those things. Those are like, ideas are limitless. Like you can do a lot of things. If coding is not the only thing, coding is like what, 10%, 5%? What do you guys think? Okay, Vaishali, do we have to choose? Yeah, cool. Do we have to choose the problems ourselves? Yes. How to join Teams? Discord. Coded Discord that has been given here. The link is here. Anjali Singh, yay, superb. Which issue we need chosen Ideathon? So all the answers have been given. Like there are a couple of domains there, and you need to choose one of the domains. Would someone, Archisman or Aditya, would you like to say, or Krupesh, would you like to say what are all the domains that are available right now? And we can leave it for the sponsor time, or if you 60 are there 60 domains?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So basically, students can enroll in health, education, environment, Web3, accessibility, sports, and even if you are thinking of a theme that doesn't like, then you can choose the miscellaneous thing, and you can get all the options while after the registration on the registration portal, right?
I guess 60 was answered when it was the percentage you asked, like how much coding it is and how much. So I guess we should.
That way. Cool. So I guess I need to also run, and we need some time for the sponsor thing as well. So before that, I wanted to share my screen and show a couple of things that are very much helpful for the developers. So hey, by the way, can I make a shameless publicity here, which I'm already doing, but so these are my credentials. Go and attack me or whatever it is. And one thing which I wanted to show you is this particular website. It is called free4dev, free-for.dev. So this is a website which is going to help you with all the free things that you can use for the coding and other things. So you have got major cloud providers, cloud management solutions, source code repositories, the like Git and GitHub, APIs, data and ML. I guess this is very much important for you all right now. Like what all the APIs that are free, which you can use it, artifact repositories. I don't know much about these things, but have a quick look at us. Tools for teams and collaboration. I guess this is mainly for the organizers. I believe there should be Discord here somehow. CMS, I don't think it is needed. Code quality, again, not needed. I mean, like there are like so many things. Main thing you might require is the domain thing. So there are like so many free domains that are available. So go check this out. And then we have got infrastructure as a service, which might actually help you in hosting the website, etc. Database as a service, and design and user interface, package building system. I mean, like there are like so many cool things here. So don't miss this. And then there is developer roadmaps. I know that people here are already experienced, and I'm pretty sure that there are so many people who want to become full stack developer or a front-end developer or something like that. So you have got almost all these different ways of learning, becoming a front-end developer, back-end developer, full stack developer, like both together. You can become a DevOps guy or a DevOps girl. You have got a DBA, blockchain, Android, or if you want to go by skill-based, you can see, you can go ahead with React, Angular, Vue, etc. And for the shameless publicity, which I was talking about, so this is my website. For those people who are developers, please go ahead and create a website like this for yourself. There is a big picture of mine which says I'm a cat lover, I'm a cook, I'm a front-end developer, mentor, etc., etc. And there are like all the ways you can come and check me out, YouTube. So these are very basic things that you can do. Build a website, put your projects, and that way you can easily get a lot of companies to look for your jobs. Like invite you for their jobs. So this is something which I would like to tell all the students. So be ahead on the market. And apart from this, what all things do we have? Please, once again, necessary things about idea submission of an idea, and then I'm out. You guys carry over. Thank you. I hope this was interesting, helpful. Any feedback for me, whatever I said? I'll just look into the comments. So thank you guys. You both take over. I'll be listening and then I'll be leaving later.
Okay. So thank you, sir. It was a great interactive session or rather speech.
Thank you.
So
oh, by the way, one more thing which I wanted to tell everyone is, for all these things, I did not prepare anything. So this is what you should be about. Like, try to be the last bencher who can do something really cool without any preparation. That is the main thing. And I don't know, like there should be a lot of Tamil people, they might know. So if the problem comes, let's face it. That's exactly the attitude should be. And don't get stressed out when you see a problem, and if something doesn't work, just try to go slightly backtrack it and then make sure you are able to win it. Okay. All the best to everyone. Thank you so much.
okay. So thank you, sir. So today's event's final speaker is Mr. Aditya Khandelwal, who is the founder and CEO of Befikra Community. So Adi Bhaiya, over to you.
Thanks, Arkesh, for
my bad.
inviting me.
Sorry,
And
I actually
thanks, Praveen, for this wonderful session. This was a very great session and interactive session and knowledgeable as well. And I hope everyone have got most of the doubts cleared, but still most of the students might be having many doubts that how they can go with the Ideathon. So that's why I thought to share my screen and tell you all how you guys can go with the Ideathon. I guess my screen is visible. Am I right? And am I audible to all of you?
Yeah.
Can you confirm, Arkesman? So
yes.
basically, when you guys will start, you guys have to go on this website, okay, reskill.com/hack/I2C2 Ideathon, and here you will see about the Ideathon, that what it is this. So it's I2C2 full form is Ideate, Innovate, Code, Compete. We have written this name because of the process and flow of the Ideathon, that you have to ideate something and innovate over the thought process, and then after code, and then after compete with the participants, right? So that is an Ideathon, where it is a short and intensive workshop like experience, where you have to address some challenges of your time, and then after you have to build some particular solutions over those things, and then after brainstorm over those things, ideate and innovate more and more, and then after have some market research. Well, okay, so we are the organizers, and like this is the event timeline. And just to tell you guys, the recession that was going to end at 30th of October, we have extended it till 2nd of October. Sorry, 2nd of November. So anyone who misses out, they can even register. Okay, and here you have to see this very clearly. You can join WhatsApp group here, and for the PPT part, you can refer here. Now coming down, if someone has doubts that why to compete over such things, so there are even the rewards part. So for the reward thing, you will be getting swag kit from Tricon, or t-shirts from T Plus, bottle sticker, books, and apples from Newton School, certificates from Get My Certificate, t-shirts and stickers, and lots of things, and even virtual incubation from selected ideas who would be performing great. Okay, so even you can get incubation and make those ideas into a real world startup that can solve problem for millions of people if possible in future. And these are our sponsors: Reskill, Newton School, Get My Certificate, Tricon, T Plus Venture, SMV to TBIC. I genuinely thank them all. And these are our community partners: Codedu, Codesivo, Devord, Devstation, Chhatrasala, Web3 Punjab, Tech Directives, SOS Tech, AlgoCS, MIT Coding Club, Hack CBS, Innovate, CSG, that is Code Set Go, Skillship, OCD, Open Community of Developers, and Anveshan. So all these communities, I thank them all. Okay. And this is, I guess, Geeks, Gaming Geeks. and the event is supported from Microsoft Azure, and I'm really thankful to them as well. And yes, one more thing, the event is solo entry based, so you have to participate as a solo based. Okay. And for the PPT thing, I'm just scrolling over the PPT template, so you can see what are the parts that you can see over the PPT. Okay. So you have to describe your name, your credentials, and then after the second slide would be about the theme that you have opted for, and then after you have to describe the problem statement that you have chosen over the theme, and then after you have to give a brief idea about the solution that you have thought about those problem, and then after you have to explain it more, and then after you have to list down top features of your solution that you are addressing for the problem. And then after you have to tell about the market segment, customer segment that you are targeting, your market size. Okay, so even you will get to introduce some of the terms like TAM, total addressable market, and lots of things. And then after going forward, you will have to define your technical stacks that you would be having and what would be your approach. And then after, what are the key benefits of a product or service to customers. So that's also you can say that value proposition that you would be providing to your users. And then after, you have to make sure that you did write your SWOT analysis. What SWOT is strength, weakness, opportunities, threats. So strength of your idea, weaknesses that you have, opportunities that you have in the market, and threats, your competitors, right? And then after, this is cost. Okay, value propositions and whatever the cost you have with the business and your business model as well. And then after, why do you think this solution will work? Like, is this the right time in this industry? Is there the requirement in the industry, or what are the things? And then after, how will you improve your idea in the future as well? Okay, and the problems you face while making this project and how you overcome with it, because that generally tells us that how intuitive you are with the problem solving attitude, right? And the conclusion, and thank you. So this is what that PPT template would be. You will get the PPT template over the website, I repeat here, and we will even drop the same over your WhatsApp and probably on the email as well. So for the theme part, just confirming once more, you have these themes, but still, if you have any problem with the theme selection that you are not getting, you can part it into miscellaneous ideas. Okay, there might be one theme missing that we added in last, so that is sports, I guess, and Web3. So yeah, I guess that's it from my side. Any doubts are most welcome. We will wrap in few minutes. Thank you.
Tricon. Tricon operates on decentralized gaming, hosting, and distribution platform. Tricon is bringing mass adoption into the Web3 space by improving user experience, empowering the users, and shifting the pattern from play for earn to play to earn, with the consensus of learn to earn and bridging Web2 gaming and services into Web3. So over to you, Ashutosh sir.
Hi everyone. Hope thank you so much for having me, and glad to partner with this event. I'm currently heading the investments and strategy at Recon. We are a India and Dubai based Web3 gaming startup where all the founders are all Indians working towards building decentralized, community-driven gaming platform for users and builders. Our platform works on a unique, POR, proof of reward, which makes Web3 games sustainable by balancing the user and rewards. Right. We be in touch with one of the latest, unicorn of India, which is Firechain. So Pratik Gauri is the co-founder of Firechain, who is one of the earliest investor at Tricon. So we have raised 1.5 mil as a series funding from Firechain Capital and Pratik Gauri, and we have partnered with multiple games: Fire, Esquire, JMUDs, Boot and Shoot. So to be honest, we wanted to become the Netflix for the games in India and the Southeast Asia initially, where every Web2 gamer can access to the multiple games in Web3 through the Tricon ecosystem. And we have multiple plans to get into the multiple platforms, but initially wanna start with the gaming platform, where we are simplifying the space and making it accessible to the next billion user by building different products in our gaming platform and providing user builder end-to-end single click solutions. We have multiple products under the verticals, which is Recon Vault, which is it will help user to bypass long signups procedures by allowing them with single click logins. Second is a gaming distribution platform. Users will be able to access tremendous quality games onto single platform. Like I said, it's gonna be at Netflix for the games. You'll see multiple games on the single platform. And decentralized community engagement platform, allow users to engage with different gaming communities and other users at one place. So our product will be gonna launch in the next 2 or 3 months, and we partner with Codate in terms of the student enriched programs, and we would be love to have multiple events in upcoming months. And we are actively hiring blockchain gamers and community managers, marketing team. Would love to speak to you guys. Do reach out to us through LinkedIn or social media. The Discord, we have a community on a Discord, and the organizer of Sahil and everyone from the Codate, they can definitely help us to reach to us. And that's quickly about us. Thank you so much for giving the space, and would love to partner in this event. Right, looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
Ashutosh, for the wonderful introduction regarding the Tricon. And we will make sure that we will also share the social media handles and other details related to Tricon in all of the WhatsApp groups. And we will also be mailing them to the audience so that they can get into the website and also the other platforms so that they can have a brief understanding about Tricon and also other aspects related to what is going on. So thank you for your valuable time. And now over to you, Archiman.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you.
So thank you. So by this, we have come to the end of the
Well, I
session.
see some of the doubts on over the chat. So just 1 minute. Once, yes, you can submit only front end part if it's deployable, and that will even do. But we prefer if you can do the backend, you can do that as well. And we really appreciate if you are just with the front end part.
So okay, so are we taking any more notes?
Yeah, and any more doubts can be covered over the WhatsApp group, or you have our mails, or okay, so wherever you can connect, and we will surely clear your doubts. Thank you, team.
So thank you. So as Aditya said, we will be connecting with you guys, and if any doubts are there, do approach us directly. It's not an issue. So by this, we have come to the end of the session of the I2C2 Ideathon. I wish who is participating in this event very good luck and give your best to win the exclusive prizes and swags. So best of luck, everyone. See ya.